My name is Louis, and I've been in Haverhill since April 2011.
He'd come over to this area to seek work. He had a position at a nursing home here in Haverhill, and lost the job because his identity had been stolen, and a criminal record search revealed that he was not somebody at all appropriate to be at a nursing home.
To clear my name and identity theft was pretty much hard. The reason for this being is because I couldn't get a job, nobody would hire me, and I had to recycle to make money. Recycle is when you collect metal, scraps, and you turn it in for cash. I average about $20 a day in recycling. And yes, it was hard, but I had to do it because I had no choice. And it was real nerve-wracking. I never been in a shelter before. This was my first time, and it wasn't because of my choice. I was in a little room with 30 people, all strangers, of course. Nobody would talk to me. I feel real uncomfortable, almost like you're not wanted.
We've been able to help him with housing, and he's moved from the shelter and is paying rent, continuing to work, and finishing up his GED. So to me, Lewis is just an inspiration, because I don't think many people, with all the setbacks he'd encountered, would have been so positive. Lewis would often come to me and give me a count of how many jobs he'd applied for in any one day, and it was often an astounding number. He really went out there looking for any opportunity to get back into work. He was willing to walk to interviews because he didn't have transport, and he would often walk miles.
In one day alone, I would say approximately anywhere from 10 to 20 jobs at Valley Works. I would try to keep it in that level, anywhere from 10 to 20. The more you apply, the higher chances of getting a job. And that's what I would do, a lot of applications. When they called me at Ruth's house and they told me, Louis, we got a part-time job for you. That was the biggest thing of my life, because I no longer had to recycle. That for the most part been the best thing so far, is getting the job. Today I work at Ruth's house and I'm the donation manager. I receive all donations in the back area. I sort out all the goods. I price them and put them on the floor for sale. I always try to be positive. I stay focused at all times. I don't let nothing get me down. And once I aim at something, I strongly go for it. And I continue doing so until I get it.
You know, I do my best to learn because I want a good future to me and my daughter.
And she was pregnant, so she gave birth to her daughter, Carla. And shortly after she gave birth, her aunt told her she could no longer stay with her.
So the first time I'm going to the church with Carla, we're so scared because I don't know about the people live with me together there. We're so hard.
And she would go to school. She would have to wake up every morning at around 4 o'clock in the morning, take the bus to Lawrence, drop her daughter off at daycare, and then take another bus to school, be around that school probably like around 7. Then she would be at school till like 3, and she got a part-time job cleaning the school after school. So from like 3 to 6, she was in school cleaning. And then from then when she came out like around 6, she would have to go back, take another bus to her aunt's house, pick her daughter up, and then by that time the bus wasn't even running, so she would have to take the train back to try to be in curfew by 9 o'clock, but she always made it right, like by 8:30. Like it was hard because she was doing that through the winter time, where she would have to walk from the train station with her daughter, who was probably like a year at the time. In Yvonne's senior year, it was the big moment for her to go to prom, and she told all of us at the shelter that she wasn't going to go. She didn't have the money. She would love to go, but she just didn't think it was ever possible for her to make it to that event. With the help of both school and Emmaus, we made it possible for her to attend this event, life event for every senior year girl.
She told me, yeah, you can have your dress. Here, gonna help you. Till you go, you don't need to miss him this day. So she go with me to the shopping to buy the black dress, my shoes, can you look good to go there? I say, okay, so let me know if I can. So I always look so pretty.
What I can say about Yvonne's parenting is that it's phenomenal. I think she's a wonderful mom, especially being a teen mother. She goes on and beyond for her daughter. Since she got into the shelter, her daughter was always well dressed, always smelled like powder and all good senses. Always had her hair done. She was always so caring and like tender towards her, so loving. It was just so beautiful, like how she, that was like her everything, her love. She like lived for that little child.
Emmaus, they good person. Like I can graduate because my English not good. The MCAS are difficult. They say no, you can do it. You can learn English. You can have an apartment, but you have to do your best. I do it, and I'm going to do more for my daughter. Yeah. I don't know.
My name is Kayla. I'm 24, and my daughter's name is Ava, and she's 9 months.
Her relationship with this young man ended, and so it was his apartment. She had to leave, and so she started just kind of couch surfing with some friends and realized that she was pregnant and was going to have a baby. Her relationship was over with the young man. There was no hope of putting that back together. And so she found herself without a job, without a roof over her head, and she really needed to do something to stabilize her life.
When I went to the shelter, I felt like it was very stressful because I wasn't in my comfort zone, and I didn't want to take Ava back to the shelter because I felt like I wasn't being a good parent.
It's a big step to admit that you don't have a home. It's very challenging for a lot of adults to bring their children to an unknown place and to have trust and faith that it's going to be okay. I had her enroll in our GED program, and that was a wonderful thing because she wanted to finish it, and this was a prime opportunity for her to be able to do that.
I sucked it up, and I just went to school, and I got what I had to get done. When I left the shelter and I got into my apartment, I was very happy.
Giving birth to her daughter changed everything for her. And she realized, and she said to me over and over again, it's not about me anymore. I have a child, and I have to think about her and her future and what her life is going to be like and what kind of an example I'm going to be for her.
And at 4:36 in the morning, my daughter was here. It was scary. I was a little nervous. I didn't know what to expect. Sharon is very open-hearted. She wants everyone to feel as if they're a part of her family. She is a very loving and kind person, and she works hard for everyone to make sure that we have what we need. I started going to Northern Essex in the beginning of September, and I'm going for my phlebotomy and my EKGs. When I finished college, I will be able to get a good job and have a career so that I can provide for my daughter and continuously put a roof over her head.
You have to finish what you're doing, school, get a job, finding an apartment for her. Don't feel like that, like you cannot. Don't do it.
If I do get the GED, I would just go for an associate's degree, and that's pretty much it, and just work in the healthcare.
In 5 to 10 years, I see myself working as a phlebotomist, and I want to go continue school and maybe become an RN. And I see us in a nice little house, hopefully. And I see my daughter going to school and us just being happy.
I love to work.